My name is Nova. Thanks for joining me today for your mindfulness practice for the week. Just to review a bit again, what is mindfulness? If this is your first time joining me or if this is a new concept to you, mindfulness is about paying attention in the present moment on purpose with compassion. I almost said without judgment, with compassion. So these practices that we come into are our training ground. We're working on building those neural pathways in our brain to change the way that we may think or interface with our world and the situations that we face in it. So for today's mindfulness practice, we're going to do a body scan, which is a pretty typical mindfulness practice. You'll find this in a lot of different mindfulness programs. Body scan is about bringing awareness into the body and retraining our focus and our attention. If you were with us for our breath awareness practice, same kind of concept. We're going to try to keep our awareness in something physical. If we find our thoughts carrying away into other things, we can just gently guide ourselves back into where we're supposed to be focused or where we would like to be focused. Something interesting, I think, about the body scan that it lends itself to is this awareness of discomfort or maybe even pain, depending on how your body's feeling today. Something about mindfulness practices can help us change the way we interface with the discomforts in our body as well as in our lives, almost giving us the opportunity to maybe approach it in a friendly sort of way. So as we're working through the body scan, I just would like for you to try and be aware of sensations, aware of what they are, whether it be comfort or heat or cold or discomfort. And if there is discomfort or pain, if there's something you can do to change your body and you really want to get out of that position in order to make it feel better, please do that. But I invite you to work through it a little bit. I invite you to sit with that discomfort and explore it as though you're taking a walk for the very first time in a new neighborhood. You're really just exploring it and experiencing it for what it is. Our bodies can be a bit of a switchboard. They are giving us signals all the time to let us know if we're hungry, if we're stressed, if we're anxious, if we're feeling pain, if we've injured ourselves. So these practices really help us to bring awareness to that in a non-emotional way, in more of a patient observing sort of way. So this can be a way to help work through some of those discomforts and those pains. So I recommend for the body scan, it's really nice to be able to be comfortable. So if it's possible for you right now to lie down, find a place where you can lie down. If you'd like to place a pillow underneath your head, blanket over your body, any way that you can make yourself feel comfortable so that you can really settle in and practice this with as little distraction as possible. I love to use an eye pillow when I'm doing a body scan. It helps me to take the visual out, reminds me to keep my eyes closed, and to try to bring attention and awareness in. So if any of those things are available to you, place to lie comfortably, a pillow, a blanket, maybe even something to cozy your feet, keep your body warm. You can invite that in as well. If that is not available to you, feel free to do this wherever you are. Great thing about these practices is they are accessible everywhere, really. You can do these everywhere. You can do these while sitting at work. You can do these while sitting at school. You can do them while sitting on the couch, even with your family and everyone around you. It really lends itself to be very accessible, and we don't need very much other than a moment to take pause and to pay attention. So I'm going to set up a candle for those of you that might still want to look at the screen and have something delightful to gaze at beyond my face. And I'm going to slide myself aside and guide you through your body scan. So if you found your body position that you choose for your scan today, whether it be seated, lying down, just take a couple of breaths wherever you are in order to get yourself settled. Take a few full breaths in and out. And on that exhale breath, try to allow yourself to settle and to just be where you are. Now beginning to bring awareness into your toes. Feeling any sensation there. Feeling into the big toe, the space in between the toes, the tops of the toes, the bottoms of the toes. Noticing any sensation with temperature. Maybe they're cool, maybe they're warm. Maybe the toes are touching something right now. And begin to let your awareness move slowly up through the foot, going into the ball of your foot. Noticing any sensation you may have here. Circling around to the top of the ball of your foot. Noticing anywhere that things may be touching this part of the foot. Slowly moving our way up into the ankle. Circling around the ankle joint. So feeling the back of the ankle, the Achilles, down into our heels. Around through the arch of the foot. Just bringing awareness to any sensation there. Maybe noticing where that part of the foot is heavy or touching on the floor. And then slowly guiding your awareness up the legs. So coming to the shins, the right, the left. Circling around to the backs of the legs, the lower legs, the calves. Noticing any sensation there. Perhaps going a little bit deeper this time into the muscles of the calves. Feeling beyond the skin into those deeper layers of our body. Feeling any pressure there might be if you're lying on your back, or any force of gravity through the calves and the shins. Noticing if there's any discomfort anywhere, and just honoring that for what it is. Allowing our awareness to glide up into the knees, the right knee and the left knee. Feeling into the tops of the knees. And slowly letting our awareness circle around the knees, coming to the sides. Gently to the backs. To the insides of the knees. and then returning to the tops of the knees. Slowly bringing our awareness up the legs to the thighs. And perhaps feeling sensations at the skin level here, or maybe deeper into the muscles, maybe even into the bones. The femur, that long, largest bone in our body. Allow yourself to explore the thighs, the tops, the sides, the backs, and the insides. Staying with a sensation that draws your attention to it as long as you need to before moving on. And we'll slowly work our way up into our hips, our pelvic region. Exploring sensations there. Perhaps warm, perhaps cool. Exploring through the tops of the hips to the sides of the body. Exploring through the back side of the body, feeling any weight of our seated or lying down position. And then working our way up to the back, the lower back, getting in the sacral space. Starting at the center of the lower back, right in that spinal space. And see if you can let your awareness radiate out to the sides from that central location. Explore out to the right, to the left. Again, just to notice, just to feel any sensation there. Perhaps trying to label it this time. We can label it with a temperature or a texture, or perhaps discomfort, an ache, or ease. Continuing the journey up the back, working into the mid-back, feeling that spinal space and then radiating out, feeling through the bottoms of the back of the ribs, perhaps exploring around into the belly, into the stomach. Feeling at the skin surface, and perhaps going within. Feeling into your organs. Continuing that awareness in the torso as we move up through the ribs, perhaps on the back side of the body into the shoulder blades. Into the chest, into the heart space. Perhaps feeling movement from breath here as we breathe in and out. Allowing awareness to drift into the shoulders, the right and the left shoulder. And moving slowly down the arms, coming into the space of the bicep, and the tricep. Just bringing awareness, bringing attention to any sensations there. Exploring into the elbows, down into the forearms, the tops and the bottoms, and the sides. Down into the wrists. And then exploring out through the hand, the top of the hand, the palm of the hand. Playing back and forth between the right and the left. Or maybe keeping awareness of both at the same time. Allowing our awareness to extend out through the fingers, the pinky finger, the ring finger, the middle finger, the pointer finger, and the thumb. Perhaps feeling a bit of tingling depending on your body position. Let's journey our way back up the arms, slowly going to the forearms, the elbows, the bicep, tricep, to the shoulders, and settling into the throat, into the neck, into all of the layers in that space of our body. That highway, that connection between our brain and our body. Just exploring sensation, the way things feel right there in the neck, in the throat. And then allow your awareness to drift up into the head. Perhaps beginning at the back of the head, feeling the weight of the head on the floor or the pillow if you're lying down. Maybe feeling heavy and discomfort here. Or maybe a nice, soft, gentle landing. Exploring around the sides of the head to the ears and into the face, feeling into the mouth, the jaw, the cheeks, the eyes, the eyelids, rising into the forehead, and up to the very top of the head. From here, let's see if we can bring a sense of our entire body into our awareness. All of those little spaces and layers that we explored. We can begin to draw a deeper breath back into our body, feeling the chest and belly rise as you breathe in, and settling as we breathe out. If the eyes are closed, we can begin to blink the eyes or remove an eye pillow if we've been using that today. And begin to bring awareness back into your space. Perhaps some movement here to counter any hold or position that you've been in for a period of time. Wonderful. So that was your body scan. There are many body scans that are available on YouTube with many different spoken word guides. Some voice patterns speak more clearly or better to others. But I thank you for joining me for our body scan today. Feel free to try this practice whenever you would like. It can be short, it can be quick, or it can be quite long depending on what you're looking for. It's also a great technique to help you fall asleep. If you are anyone that has trouble either falling asleep or if you tend to wake in the middle of the night and have trouble shutting down thoughts in order to get back to rest. So I hope you enjoyed your body scan today. I look forward to seeing you again next Monday. Have a wonderful day and week.